What's up, everyone? Squid Miko here from Miko Tunes. Yesterday, I didn't watch any new episodes yesterday. I mean, the only show that even had a new episode this week on Saturday was Lego Star Wars All-Stars. Or, I mean, I'm sure there were other ones, but not ones that I talk about on this channel. And I promise I'll get to that at some point, but for now, I don't have that, so yeah. But instead, I rewatched Atlantis Squarepantis, because I haven't seen it in at least a few years, really. It's been a while. So I saw it was on TV, and I'm like bored, so I turned it on. I didn't realize how much of this episode that I forgot, actually. My memory was not very good of it. And it was nice to see things I didn't remember. But I mean, I didn't expect to enjoy the episode because the last time I watched it, I think was actually before I heard any bad reviews about it. So that kind of changed my opinion, but when the episode ended, I enjoyed it. I felt like that was not a waste of my time, though it probably was. And yeah, I would watch it again too. So I'm going to try to explain myself in this video. The first thing we're going to be talking about is the Patchy segment. Patchy, at first when I saw Patchy, like when I was real young, I didn't really like him. But I actually really love Patchy as a character. That's why I included him in some of my Lego stop motions on my other channel. And he's actually a pretty relatable character in my opinion, but that's a story for another time. But I like the plot of Encino going missing. It's something I actually enjoy, and I even like the song in this one. That's a good way to segue into the songs. A lot of people don't like these songs, but I mean, some of them aren't great, but most of them are decent, and none of them really like bother me in any way. And a few songs, like Encino, one I mentioned earlier, I actually really enjoy, but I'm pretty sure I have bad taste in music, so take that with a grain of salt. I mean, even I admit that my taste in music is probably not that good. And while we're still talking about the songs, let's talk about the animation, specifically during these songs, because I love it. My favorite is when Mr. Krabs looks like he's in a dollar bill, but the one where Sandy is 8-bit and the one where Squidward goes inside multiple paintings, those ones are also both really awesome. So is this episode repetitive? Yes, it is very repetitive, but I think it actually works pretty well with the musical storyline they're going for here. Like, I don't really care that it's repetitive at all. My only real complaints with this episode are Plankton showing up from nowhere, the pretty bad CGI, there's some minor plot holes, the ending to the Patchy segment is extremely unsettling. And those of you who've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And it also doesn't follow continuity. I mean, Spongebob never particularly cares for continuity, but it messes with one of my favorite episodes. It was in my honorable mentions of the top 10 list. Neptune's Spatula. Because King Neptune lives in Atlantis in that episode. So, like, why are there these weird looking guys here instead? And that bothers me because, like I said, I love Neptune's Spatula. I think that episode is extremely underrated. That's not what we're talking about today. So overall, I think Atlantis Squarepantis is a decent episode. Like, it is extremely overhated in my opinion. I think it was pretty funny, but like I mentioned before in our video, I do have a soft spot for some of the humor in this time because I sort of grew up watching it, I guess. But yeah, I think it's a pretty interesting and funny episode. There's a good action sequence, and I would definitely go back to watch it again. So yeah, I recommend giving Atlantis Squarepantis another chance for those of you who don't like it, and for those of you who do, I agree. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but that's all I got for you today. Squid Miko is out. Peace. You gotta believe I'm back in Encino. You gotta believe it was out of sight. You gotta believe I'm back in Encino. You gotta believe and everything is alright.